Addi. This is the senior strength and balance fitness class, and we are going to go ahead and get into it. You will need a chair, a band, and then a lighter and a heavier weight. Okay, so we'll start with marches. So we'll go ahead and march. Okay, and we'll tap in front. All right, and we'll cross the body here. So just tapping to the sides. All right, and then we'll sweep back, bring the arm forward. Ah! Okay, and then we'll transition from the side. So we're sweeping to the side, bringing the leg back up. Good, and the feet will pause, and we're turning and pushing, turning and pushing. Good. We're going to reach up and pull down, reach up and pull down. I want a nice slight bend in the knees here when we're coming down. Bringing that arm all the way down to the hip and bringing up to the ceiling and down to the hip. Good, and our feet will come together. We're gonna swim backwards. Good, and we'll come forward. Good, and the arms come out wide, and we're circling backward. Good, and forward, nice big circles. Good, and a deep breath in and out. All right, and we'll move into our strength portion. So we're gonna grab our band here. Our arms are gonna float up, and we're pulling down to the chest. Rising up, down to the chest. Am I in the? Okay. Good, last one. Pull down and rise up. Wonderful. All right, coming to the front of our chair here, we're gonna go ahead and take a seat. We're bringing our band and we're coming to the front of our chair. We're wrapping our band around the thighs. And once we're here, nice and tight, we're just bringing the knees out and collapsing back in. Out and back in. Good. I want your chest really nice and tall and our shoulders down and back. We're really trying to hit those side hips here. Good, we'll do 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're gonna drape that band on the floor. Our feet are about shoulder width apart, and we're gonna cross in the middle. Bringing that band nice and tight. We're sliding the elbows back and dropping down again. Sliding back and dropping down. Good, 2 more. Good, last one. Wonderful. We'll go ahead and unlace those bands here, and keeping the bands in both hands, our palms are facing forward. We're going to curl up and drop down. I want those elbows nice and tucked into the side. Good. Curling up and down. Good, last one, pull up, drop down. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna go ahead and step out of that band, and we're grabbing it. We're folding the band right in between the pointer finger and the thumb, and I want us to brace at our chest here. Oops, I probably knocked the mic. All right, we're going to push the pinky down to the floor. Good, last one, push and lower. Good. Other side, again, between the pointer finger and the thumb, we're just draping it right in that little divot there. We're bracing at the chest, and we're pushing down with the pinky down towards the floor. Good, last one, push down and raise up. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put down that band. We're gonna grab our lighter weight here, and sitting nice and tall, chest is up, shoulders are down and back, our thumb is facing forward, and we're curling up, pressing up, dropping down and back. Good. Curl up, press up, down, and down. Good. This is 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and last one, 8. Push up, drop down, and lower. Good. All right, we're gonna switch to the other side. The weight is dropping down to our side, our thumb is facing forward, and we're curling up, pressing up, down, and lower. Curl up, press up, down, and lower. Good, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one here, 8. Drop down and lower. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna grab both of our weights here. So if you have 2, we'll just put them right here on our thighs. Our feet are about shoulder width apart, and I just want us to press those toes into the floor and lower down. Good. we'll set down our weights here. Just sitting down one, picking up the other, and we are tucking it right underneath the chin. My feet are about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to lean forward, spring up, and lower down. Lean forward, and lower down. Up, and down, and we're sitting back in the chair, and then leaning forward again. This is important for us to be able to get up out of a chair, strengthening those legs with the weight. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And up. Good. And down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hands on my knees here and stand up. We're gonna move to the back of our chair here. And we're taking our band, draping it on the floor. And I'll go ahead and move the chair out of the way for this one. All right, now that both of my feet are in the band, I'm going to take both sides and put it in one hand. The opposite hand of the one that's free, we are going to be stepping out with that leg. So we're stepping out and back in. Good, last one, out and back in, good. And we're switching hands, now we're going the opposite side, so my free hand is going to be the leg that we are stepping out with. Good, last one, step out and back in. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and step out of that band and bringing the chair back in front. I'm laying the band down, and I want us to, we're hinging at the hips here, so leaning forward. Light touch on the chair. I'm taking this leg, one leg's going to be strong. I want that hip nice and strong, and we're bringing that heel back to the back wall. Good, last one, push back and lower down, good. All right, a little bit of a rest for that hip, but we're hinging forward once again, a light touch on the chair, and we're bringing that heel and that straight leg back to the back wall. I want you to keep that core nice and tight so that we're not arching the lower back. We're just moving that leg. Good, last one here, push back, lower down. All right, this one's a little bit different. We're keeping one leg strong still and one leg's moving, but this time we're going out to the side. So we're bringing the leg out and back in, out and back in. Light touch on the chair for balance. Good, last one, push out, lower down. All right, on this one I want to make sure we're looking down at our foot while it's swinging out, making sure the foot is pointed forward, so I don't want the toe pointed out or in, but straight forward. So I'm coming here, bringing my foot out, and my toe is pointing straight towards you. Last one. Wonderful. All right, in this position, we are keeping a light touch on the chair, and I'm just rocking to my toes and lowering down. Rocking to my toes and lowering down. Good, last one, up on the toes and down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up one of my weights here, and I'm dropping down to sit once again. All right, I want the weight right underneath the chin, and we're pushing up and lowering down. Good, we'll keep that core nice and tight. Good, last one, up and down. Wonderful. All right, I'm setting that weight down to my side, and I'm picking up my band once again. We're gonna take this band, and before we were going up and down. This next time I want us to come forward. We're straight parallel, and we're bringing those straight arms nice and back to the back wall, pulling that band apart and squeezing those shoulder blades together. Good, last one, pull to the chest and lower. All right, we're coming to the front of our chair, so I'm hip walking to the front of my chair. I'm kicking out one of my heels, and we are wrapping the band around the ankle. So I looped it here, and then I am going to tighten it up by twisting the band around itself. So it makes this little rope-like structure. I'm taking this rope, and I'm placing the arch of my other foot on this rope, and I'm keeping hold of the band here. All right, my mover leg is going to be the leg that's wrapped. So see my ankle, it's wrapped. I'm bringing the knee up and pulling the leg back to the back wall. Good, last one, pull back and lower it down. All right, and we are unwrapping that ankle here, taking my free band and wrapping it around the other ankle and tying it around itself. So I'm just twisting it up here, putting the rope-like structure on the arch of my other foot, and I'm on both of my heels. My chest is high, nice and tall, my shoulders are down and back. I'm lifting up my wrapped heel and leg, and I'm bringing it back to the back wall. Last one, pull nice and back and lower up. All right, we are taking that band off of there. All right, and we're standing to standing position, and I want us to do some body weight squats here. So we're not technically going all the way down to the chair, but we're coming up and sinking down and rising up again. Good. Two more. Make sure the knees aren't collapsing in on each other. They're just going straight out. Good. Last one. Down and up. All right, and we'll go ahead and move into our balance portion. We're going to go ahead and stand at one of the walls here, and we're going to do some walking balance. So the first one I want us to do once we've all lined up is I want us to go to the side, and we're walking in tandem here. We're walking nice and slow, one foot in front of the other. and we'll walk from one side of the building to the other. Keep your core nice and tight, maybe look at a focal point. That really helps with balance here. Just going back and forth really slow. Now, once you've reached the other side of the wall there, other side of the room, we'll go ahead and take a little bit of a break while I'm talking here. And then we will move into, we're just walking on train tracks here. So we're coming to the side and just walking like we would normally walk. But this time I want us to tilt the head from one side to the other. So we're doing some walkie-talkies here. Coming out, around, and then we're going on train tracks, just tilting the head from one side to the other. Nice and slow here. Tilting that head can be a little bit uncomfortable. So if you need to pause and turn, that's an option as well. All right, and once we've reached the other side of the room here, we're gonna go ahead and change into a different walking exercise. We're coming to the side of the room and we are going to walk by crossing. So we're crossing the foot in front of the other, keeping the core nice and tight, and we're walking from one side to the other. If you need to, in the middle of it, if you're feeling a little unbalanced, we can cross and step, cross and step. That feels a little bit more comfortable for you. Cross and step, and then cross and step. But if you're comfortable, we'll go ahead and go one side to the other. Real nice and slow. Fast walking is easier to balance with, but slow walking is most important to train your balance to be better. Good, last one. If you've already reached the side, I apologize. We're coming here again, so this next one we're going to do is we're turning to the side. So I'm going to be facing you, but we're turning to the side and we are going to do a grapevine. So we're coming in front with the back foot, out, back behind, and out again. So coming across, back foot is coming behind and back, forward and back. Good. All right, and then once we've hit the middle of the room, we're going to flip sides. So I would flip around if I were you. Good. And we're just going from one side to the other, nice and slow. Grapevines. So that leading leg is just stepping out. The trailing leg is doing all the work. This is the last one for me. So if you're making your way, we'll be there. All right, awesome. And the last but not least here, we're gonna make sure that we're getting used to that tandem stance. So we're coming to the side where you're at, and we are going to walk in tandem, heel to toe, and then we're lifting up to the toes and down, heel to toe, toes, and down. Heel to toe, toes, and down. Good. Heel to toe, toes, and down. Good, and we'll do this the length of the room. Making sure you're looking at a focal point, whether that be on the floor or right in front of you, and keeping that core nice and tight. That helps with keeping your balance when we're on our toes. If you need to take a little bit bigger of a step and lift up on your toes, you can. Good. All right, and that concludes our balance practice for the day, and we'll go on to our cool down. All right, so we're coming down and sitting into our chair here. We always will, for the cool down, we'll sit in our chair. So I'm coming to the back of my chair, and the first thing I'm going to do, my fingers are going to my ears, and we're dropping back, and those elbows are coming wide, and we're taking a nice deep breath in and out, in and out. Good, and we'll come forward. The purpose of cooling down is getting our body back to baseline so that we can go out and not be as sweaty as we would be if we walked in here. All right, we're keeping our toe out and our heel out in a kind of a kickstand formation. And I'm coming down, sweeping down, and coming up. Feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch on that hamstring, feel free to stay longer down and longer up. That gives us a little bit more time in the stretched position to give our body what it needs. Good, last one, down and up. And we're switching to the other side, as straight as you can with this leg here. And we're coming down, sweeping down and up. My left side is always the most tight, so I'm gonna take a little bit longer time down and a little bit longer up. Slowing down the motion and up. Good, last one here. Sweep down and back up. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna take our arm out to the side and we're crossing across the body and holding it by the elbow. Now I'm making sure that I press down that shoulder so it's not up towards my ear. I'm gonna get the most stretch that I can out of that shoulder. And while we're here, we'll play the piano out to the side or squeeze and release for the arthritis in those joints, whichever you prefer. We'll squeeze and release, or play the piano, count all fingers, whatever you would like. We're coming down, stretching out to the other side. We're coming across, making sure that that shoulder is down. We don't want it up near the ear. And we're just holding right nice and tight. Again, we'll play the piano, count our fingers, or squeeze a couple times while we're here. Good. All right, palms facing forward. We are bringing the arms back, stretching out that chest. And forward, back, holding, and forward. And then we're flipping the thumbs so that our palms are facing in, our thumbs are facing in, and we're bringing the arms back. You should really feel that in the fronts of your arms there. Coming down, back, pushing that thumb into the floor as far as you can, and back. One more. Back. All right. Really slowly here, we're going to anchor on one side of our chair, and we're leaning down. And if you want to, you can bring that arm up and over. You should feel that stretch all the way down the side of your thorax. Other side, anchoring down while we're dropping down. And once we're here, you can add that arm if you want to. Just stretching that torso. Good. and down. Wonderful. We're going to look from one side to the other. Make sure that rotation and mobility is really good there. All right, we're standing here. We're coming to the side of the chair, and I want the inside leg coming forward and the outside leg coming back. Now we're keeping a slight bend in that front knee, but I really want us to push those hips forward. You should feel that stretch down the front of the leg, and then dropping down that heel in the back, you might feel it down in the back of the calf as well. You need to lean a little bit more forward to feel it in the calf, or push a little bit more back with the hips forward to feel it more in the hips. You can adjust to your preference. All right, stepping up, we're coming to the other side of our chair. Inside leg is forward, outside leg is back. Again, we're pushing those hips forward, bending that knee just slightly, and then dropping down that heel. Again, you can move through this if you'd like. You can lean forward, come back up, push forward, whatever you need for today's session. Good. All right, we'll come to the center, and we are breathing in and out. One more time, in and out, and you are good to start your day.